Oh, I got to break myself away from this thing. I love it. There it is. In all its glory. Welcome to Thursday. Let me know if you can hear me because that's pretty important. I was not able to have a sound check today. I want to make sure that is going on before I say anything else. Except I'll say this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you tell me if you can hear me? Please. Okay, great. Vincent can hear me. That means everybody can hear me. Thank you, everybody. As I was saying, welcome to Thursday. Now, some people consider these Thursdays to be therapy. I've heard a lot of you say that. And at the same time, as I'm, trying my best to give quality Thursday therapy to people, some people consider this to be a threat to the American dream itself. I don't know how things get so polarized, but I can say that while I am an evangelist for rock and roll, I am in no way trying to get people over to the dark side. Oh, wait, did I say dark side? I meant dork side. Me, the dork. But that's not true. All I really, really want to do is to make sure that I avoid being in anybody's target market or target demographic. And that's my goal. I'm not going to fit in any of those markets or graphics. And also, I'd like to say that my friend Tim is not going to be here tonight. Unfortunately, again, he has other plans with family. Doing a lot of family things lately. So I wanted to open this up to anybody who wants to come be my wingman, my co-host tonight. Anybody want to come on screen and do that with me? You can if you want. I'll put this little copy. I haven't had my friend Tim here very regularly lately, so I need a stand-in. Here's the link to join me on the screen. Anybody? Kami, how's it going? Now, oh my God, I see Abnorm. Abnorm, oh my goodness, how are you, brother? Let me start where I have to start all the time, and it's with this, the very first chat. the very first post in the chat, and it's this one right here. And my God, who is it? It's writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie. Now, all of you know, most of you know that at the beginning of next year in January, as I did this January, I take two Energy Domes hats, Devo hats, and I put names in them. And the first hat is filled with all the names of the people who were first to post in my side chats on any of my live streams from this year. And also the last person to post in the chat on any of my live streams. Those names go into two hats. I pick winners in January of each year. Pardon me. Now I'm going to pour some wine. But yeah, Tim is not here. I would love somebody to be a co-host. You don't have to be here for the whole show. I can have 10 co-hosts, 2 minutes each or 10 minutes each or something. I don't know. But I am pouring some wine. So let's do this. Anybody have drinks out there? Whatever liquid you may be holding in your hand and some kind of receptacle, you can drink it with me. That'd be really good. Now, Charlie, I'm gonna make you go somewhere else here in a second. We have mail to open up today. Again, some stuff I'm pretty sure what it is. Some stuff I really am having a hard time figuring out what it is. So we'll get to that. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Not Young. Young is typically always second, but he was. Wait, who was first? I think he was first last week. It's very unusual for writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie not to be first. And as you can see by the comments here, Peter Graves driving. Be careful, my friend. Good to see you. Moderator. You might be the only moderator here tonight, my friend. Record man. Hello, Record Man. How's it going? Nice to see you. Breakfast King, 5th. That's something. That's a number at least. Amina, what's happening? Good to see you. Vincent, of course. How's it going? Yeah, we got the album corner. We have a slightly different camera angle here for you. Back to the corner, we got the Crochet Clown Disco all set up over there. Thank you for the compliment, my friend. Thank you very much, Vincent. Adrian, how are you? Been surfing lately? I bet you have. UFO Bigfoot, thanks again for the stickers. How's it going? Nice to see you. I stuck one of your stickers in Raleigh last week, downtown Raleigh. You were forbidden to talk movies here. I don't know anything about movies. I don't know why you guys talk about movies here. Stop it. Will Ann be here tonight? Dead Wax. Welcome, Randy. Ann has been invited. We talked earlier. I never know if Ann's going to show up until Ann shows up. So there's a chance, my friend Randy. And maybe she has a winter bra on again today. But yeah, Tim's not here, Aaron. I think Dead Wax will be here if Ann's here. No, he's not. Aaron, you want to come on screen and be my co-host? Who wants to be Tim for a day? Tim for a day. Free. Tim for a day. Free. You can be Tim for a day, really, if you want to. Now, there's several things we're going to go over tonight. I want to show you some eBay stuff. Some of the recent things I've listed and some of the recent things I've sold. But I'm having a little trouble. eBay seems to be down right now. Part of it, anyway. Because I've been trying to access my store for the last 20 minutes, and it just gives me an error page. So let me try one more time. Oh, it's not you, it's us. Our server is down. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, eBay. I wondered why sales were slowing down a little bit, but that's why. Now let's see here. I'm getting the YouTube side caught up. Okay, hold on. Thank you for your patience. I'm a dork. What can I say? Todd, I believe. How are you? Marty party's coming. We got new Marty Bling. Marty's outside right now enjoying the weather. It's very nice out right now. In fact, I'm going to be taking a walk downtown tonight because the next 2 days in Raleigh are going to be nothing but rain. So, but we have some things to celebrate for Marty here. I'll get to that. It's part of the mail action we have here, the unboxing of the mail. Let's see. 404 TV, what is happening? Good to see you. Last. You're not last yet, buddy. Got about 2 hours before that happens. It's Pilmer time. Well, no, it's more about y'all. Time for me to get to hang out with y'all. Captain LSD. I wonder who that is. I wonder who Captain LSD is. Maybe that's Dave. I don't know. Hey, Ryder Jordan. Yeah. That was a gift from Middle of Beyond. Years ago, when we were talking to that company about working with Devo, I said, hey, I'd love to get some samples of your merchandise to check out the quality and blah, blah, blah. I especially like the devil. So they sent me some devil stuff. Let's see. I can hear you. Can hear you. Oh, all the so good. I don't remember seeing you here. I don't remember that spiffy looking avatar you have, but welcome. If I know you in real life, I apologize. It's hard to figure out who's who. Abnorm, I can't believe you're here. Thank you so much for being here. I've missed you. I've been wondering how you've been. Hopefully, hey, why don't you join me as my co-host or something? Just come on screen and talk to me at some point. We can do noise later if you guys want. It's up to you. I have to have 3 other people join me on screen. So there we go. Abnorm, maybe you can be one of those people. Good evening, Dorksiders. That's very nice of you, Cami. Nice to see you. Did you change your name again? Or is that, do I know 2 Camis here? My goodness. Oh, I would, but I'm at work still. Okay, Hop. How long you got at work? You going to be at work the whole time I'm streaming the next 2 hours? I'd love to have you up. Sorry they can't join. I'm a Discord call. Okay, I know how old you are then. If you're on Discord, I have a pretty good idea of how old you are. 95 years old. Smooth Needle Maps. Oh, yeah, those are all Devo cassettes here. That's all Devo. All the Devo, and maybe Mark Mothersbaugh solo stuff, but mostly Devo right there. Lots of imports and stuff. Noise, that's a possibility, Richard James. If you're one of the lucky 3 that joins me, well, it can be more than 3, but I need at least 3 other people to join me on screen to make the noise. And when that means, people, if you don't know what the noise is, sometimes we end this 2-hour stream with 15, 20 minutes of free form, stream of consciousness, audio antics, otherwise known as noise. It can be any kind of sound. It can be made with a musical instrument, your body parts, your mouth, jingling change in a jar. It doesn't matter. But the only rule is that you can't show your genitals, and you have to have your camera on, although you don't have to show your face or anything, but you have to have your camera on while you're making noise. What that's pointed at doesn't really matter, as long as it won't get my stream taken down. But I don't like the avatar to be up while people are on the screen, because that's just a waste of screen time, if you know what I mean. Heckfar, what's up? Watching, you don't want to see me in 3D. No. That's scary. That's horror movie stuff. If I had a good camera, you can do it with a bad camera too. I mean, like bad Michael Jackson bad. Long Island iced tea. Okay, good. Thanks for the reminder. I got a drink. Hey, Mr. Mohawk Man. Cheers. The coffee. That's the legal drug, unless it's a decaf. And Deadwax, Mr. Mohawk, thank you for being here. Dear Mohawk Man, Deadwax, thank you for that reminder to the people that the algorithms are beings, entities really, that we need to treat as gods and angels. And we need to tithe to the so-called algorithms. And in tithing, we can hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, and that convinces the algorithms of YouTube and beyond that my channel, that my content is worth them sharing with other people to try to get them over here to watch it. Hey, and I'm sure that's how some of you people found this channel, because the algorithms were kind enough to show it to you. Joe Machos, are you going to barge into my house again? I hope you do. Good to see you. Joe, Deadwax. Joe, Deadwax, you remember each other, right? You guys know each other? Yeah, Deadwax, you were here when Joe came here all those years ago with his made-up girlfriend, his invisible girlfriend, Amina. What sticker did I say that I was going to send you? Be sure to email me, or social media message me your mailing address, because I don't think I got it last time. I did send out a couple of stickers after the last stream, but I don't remember your address being one of them. So, because I don't have record of your address, you got to remind me. All right, Snyder's pretzel pieces. Ginger ale sounds like drugs of choice. Now, I got to say, I've been going to the grocery store here, and it's been really easy to find Snyder's brand pretzels, but I'm having more difficulty finding Rolled Gold. For some reason, I really prefer Rolled Gold, right? That brand. When I buy pretzels, which is rare. But I'm just seeing Snyder's everywhere. I know Rolled Gold. What gives? Keeps talking about movies anyway. That's just society. I mean, Western culture in particular is movie centric, like nobody's business. Like, just look around. Okay, look at all the fast food restaurants. Every single one of them, I would bet, is promoting a movie of some kind. Every single one of them, or maybe even a TV show. But they're advertising screen time. And when you go to social gatherings, mostly what people talk about is what they've seen on TV or what they've seen on a movie. I don't think very rarely do they discuss real life, do they? I mean, look, real life's not all it's cracked up to be sometimes. I get it. But I just think it's interesting how so many people gravitate towards movies culturally and socially here in America, especially. And not so much, not a lot of people come into a room and automatically discuss music all the time. Well, of course, a lot of my friends do. But I'm talking about normie culture, It's just, movies sponsor everything. You don't ever see, ads for rock bands during the Super Bowl or at fast food places. The new, whatever surfboard albums never featured in their promotion materials. Anyway, I'm just being a complaining old man. Zeb, thank you for. You're probably in bed already, Zeb, but thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man. It's good to see you. I know you're on the other side of the planet there. Both for different reasons. Venom, of course, I loved before Celtic Frost, but I found out about them just really about the same time. But I owned Venom first. Venom is kind of more funny to me. I mean, they're both kind of funny. I don't know. It's hard to pick, man. They both got great logos, great look. But I think I probably like more Venom albums than Celtic Frost album. What? I'd be Tim, but I'm on my cell phone. Hey, you can be on your cell phone. They have cameras and stuff. But, hey, whatever. We haven't met, but we might at the Chicago Devo show if you're floating around. Oh, I'll be floating all of the so good. Is that you in the picture? Should I look for somebody that looks like that? Or is that some actor? Who is that? Anyway, yeah, look for me. I'll be at the Chicago show. And then the day after, I'll be in Nashville people. I really want to hook up with some Nashville people, Ryan Kidd. Miss U is here. Awesome. We missed you last week, Miss U. Hope you had a good time. Hopefully date night's going good. Tim is not here today. He has another family outing. I don't think I'll even talk to him until after the weekend. He's at a family outing, and then he's going to see some friends out of town. Going to have a little sleepover at a friend's. It's so exciting for Timothy. But I need somebody to help me up here. Can't you see I'm flailing? I'm flailing up here. But yeah, I miss you. Good to see you. And Crip, of course. Crip, we're still wrestling with this stupid package I tried to send to Sweden. It's so stupid. Scotty Strychnine, I tell you what. Welcome. Good to see you, man. Let's see. That's a problem, Dead Wax. Maybe you can design something that would help her out and patent it before somebody else does. Let's see. She's never here, and she's here, and she's late. Maybe we just give her a screwdriver. Hey, Miss U, do you know if Mr. Bizarro is streaming tonight? I know you ask you all the time, but is anyone else getting ads during the stream? That's weird. Huh. Sorry about that. I don't know why that would be happening, but sorry. Jerry Layton, what's happening? Good to see you. Oh, okay. The fart stickers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just remind me of your address. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Please don't. I'm not asking for any free handouts here. I'm working for my likes here. Mm-hmm. Look, I got all gussied up. I got the disco all reorganized. I moved the disco from one end of the room to the other. That's not easy task, kids. Speaking of kids, DJ Trish is here. What's happening? King of the Belch. Just a little tease there. Little teases. I'm just getting warmed up. Okay? Just little teases, Trish. Good to see you. DJ Trish, queen of the CD-ROMs. CDRs are her friend and mine too. I would, DJ Trish, can you make a CD of just my belches, please? It might take some time to go through all those years of streams. I'm trying to tell you that Godzilla is a fantastic fantasy creature of Movieville. Movie time. Big costume. Big human. Big human in that big costume. See, I think the Whopper should promote Slayer. Well, I mean, Slayer's a little more believable. Now, I did hear that Tommy Cash, I don't know if you guys know who Tommy Cash is. He's an Estonian rapper. He did trap style. He did all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I think he did a deal with Estonian McDonald's to, I think it was called an unhappy meal or a sad meal or something, but it was all black. Anyway, you can Google it. Tommy Cash McDonald's. So I think he did do something really artsy and weird with McDonald's out there. So that's that. Let's see. Just trying to say hi to people here. Oh, now see that happened once years ago, Mr. Mohawk Man. McDonald's put a figure in their Happy Meal called New Wave Nigel. Actually had a very Energy Dome looking hat on, and it played a song that was very similar to Devo's song. And so lawyers met with lawyers, and then the figures got pulled off the market, and they're fairly hard to find now. It's Biz here. Biz, I guess you're here. It means you're streaming tonight. I'm guessing, maybe. TM. Oh, nice to see you, man. We should catch up on the phone sometime, brother. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I have been spending all of my time. Hold on, Joe Machos, Jerry Layton. Let's see. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Jerry. Yeah. Whenever you're ready to send those shirts, if you need exact sizes, just send me a message. Oh, hey, what's up, brother? What's up? Hey, I was going to talk about some eBay shit today. I don't know if do you sell on eBay? I know you sell records, but I'm not quite sure where. But I was thinking pumping vinyl. I got an idea maybe for something we could do. Anyway, contact me. I'm just trying to think of some way we could talk about records or maybe selling records or finding weird records during our selling records travels. I assume you go to thrift stores anyway. We can talk about that later. Nice to see you, by the way. Wasega George, what's happening? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. Hey, Devo can make a song from the Belches. That might be. Joe wants to be Tim. Hey, all Joes, I think, want to be Tims, don't they? Isn't that a thing? I don't know what that says. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait, guess what? Jerry, you don't know what that says, but guess who's here? Rusty Michael, Dead Wax. I know you're happy about that. Now, Rusty, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by my ridiculous little stream. It's good to see you. It was good to see you in Charlotte fairly recently. That was really nice. Yeah, come on. Does somebody want to come up here and be on the stream with me? Because I got no Tim. Here, I'm going to put it in the chat again, the little invite link, in case anybody wants to come up and chat. No pressure to stay up the whole time or whatever. Just an offer. Ads just on my phone. Oh, okay, yeah. Geez, I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Oh yeah. See, that's one I don't listen to very much. Is Cold Lake. I just can't. The first couple of Celtic Frosts I really like a lot. Maybe 2 or 3 EP albums. Let's see. Wait, are there ads during the stream? Hold on a second. I wonder if I can change a setting or something. I wonder how something got messed up. Hold on. Let me look into this. This thing here. Let's see. I can go here, and I can probably edit it. Let's see. Edit video. Hold on. I'm going into the ads thing. Customization. No. Monetization. Okay. We're going to turn this off. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. We just changed something. So hopefully that has solved the problem. So let me know if it still happens, because I think I just fixed it. Okay. I think I just fixed it. There was something set with the ads where it was putting in ads. I thought that only happened during videos that you post, but I guess it was putting in ads during the stream. That's not cool. I don't want that. So anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, which is really nothing. Okay, cool, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, I appreciate that. Right on. Let's see. Come on, pumping DJ. I'm just trying to say hi to everybody. Okay, you're on vacation still, Biz? Okay. Oh, Bobby Gas. Bobby, what's up? How's it going? Nice to see you, man. I don't see you a whole lot, but when I do, I'm glad about it. I like that you have two S's in the word gas. I think that's the best way to spell gas. If you ask me, that's the best way to spell gas. Let me see this. Spit 6. Oh, dude, I know. Have you? Okay, look, Spit 6. I want you to do me a favor, okay? Well, it's actually doing you a favor. Go to my YouTube page and search El Duce. And I think there's an autograph story that comes up, a video about me meeting him back in the day, in the 90s, right before he was killed. I mean, right before he fell asleep on the train tracks. Anyway, we talked about it a little bit, and I talk about that on the video. So, yeah, I'm hip to that. I'm hip to that. You don't have to preach to me. George Santos. Prat. That's a good, I believe that's a flatulent sound. No, that's a pretty good one right there. I'm getting better. Where's Tim? He's been taking a lot of outings Thursdays. He's hanging out with family or friends or something. I think Tim is in jail. Well, I think maybe being here is jail for him. He likes to be socially butterflying with his family and stuff on Thursdays, which is cool. You know, we just want Tim to be happy, for crying out loud. Hey, what's wrong with hobbies? I got hobbies. You got hobbies. We got hobbies. Okay, so. Well, I just took it off insert ads automatically, and I put it on insert ads manually. So I have to actually do it myself, which I haven't. So, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. What's it? As long as it's advertising fake beaks for people to wear or adult diapers, I'm cool. Yeah, I don't get no ad blocker. I don't block nothing. I just make the best of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know that, Rusty. That was his whole shtick, right? Say sorry, 404, but hey, I'm really glad you showed up at least to say hi, even if you drop out. Writer Jordan Gory, Jory Leary, I do like some ZZ Top. I don't own a lot of it. I've never disliked ZZ Top, but I'm not a big collector or anything. But I do know I'd really like to talk to those guys. I think the guy that's still alive is the most interesting, maybe the most kind of esoteric, interesting rock and roll guy. Anyway, like him. Here we go. Stunty always has very wise things to say. A hobby is a small British pony horse. Young rich kids from France used to get in this. They used to get in the horses. That doesn't sound right, Stunty. I don't know about getting in horses. First, I was Meow Mix. Oh, okay, Meow Mix is cool. We're good with cats. 90s boy band guy. Okay, I'm down. sounds very ridiculous. So, hey, I'm down. Actually, a band I was in, Crip, you were mentioning your band covering something ZZ Top. A band I was in called Rabid Salesman used to open our show with just a snippet of a kind of a ZZ Top cover. I forget what it is. It was I don't get up now, Vincent. If I got $1 for every ad, that'd be pretty good. More like 2 cents or 0.2 cents. Hey, what's up, Zuna? Freaks to the front. Freaks to the front, Zuna Tuna. See you in Nashville, right? LaGrange. And we did a cover of it called LaGrunge, but it was before grunge music existed. It was just grunge was a term to describe something that was dirty. So we were singing about the practice space that we used to be in, I believe, and because it was grungy, it was somebody's basement. Hey, Blinker Boy wants to be a co-host. Guess who that is? He's not coming to my house this time, but he is coming into the stream. So okay, so in a few minutes here we'll have a special guest wingman. Hey, oh yeah, look, I love the Sniffers and Amy Taylor. They're great people. I'm happy and proud and lucky to call them friends. and we hang out every time we can. And my God, I've hung out with him twice so far. Once in Finland, and a couple of times. Well, once in Finland and once in Australia. So maybe America next time. Tell you what, guys, this wine is really good today. Wait, Stunty's birthday? What? Ryder, wait, somebody, wait, Ryder's mom interviews ZZ Top. Where's the tape? Digitize it, please. Devotional updates, September 20th, 21st. We've got a really cool thing planned, which I don't want to speak of yet because the exact details aren't hammered out, but it's going to be really cool. I can tell you it is sort of, well, it is a tribute to Bob Two, who passed away 10 years ago. And so we're doing something at Devotional that's really cool, tribute to him, that involves people at the Devotional. Yeah, you'll hear later. The shirt is done. Waiting for the proof, the prototype shirt to be printed so I can take a photo of it, and then we'll list that with ticket sales and shirt pre-sales and all that stuff. That'll be coming hopefully in the next week or two. I'm just waiting for the shirt. And we're waiting for Nick to get at least a few bands confirmed. So that is what I'm working with now, Cami. But be knowledgeable that it will be fun. Devotional, always fun. Pumping Vinyl, happy birthday, Stunty. That's very sweet of you. Thanks for letting me know Stunty's birthday is here. That is very nice. Very, very nice. How old is he? 75. 25. When I was writing and starting magazines, we made up a lot of stuff. Well, then it became true, right? You made up things, but then it became true. Let's see. Pizza making at Devotional. Hey, maybe something's going to be happening. Anyway, Jerry Casali is helping with the project. He wants to be there this year. He doesn't know if he can yet, but I think we're going to make that happen somehow, hopefully. And hey, I don't know, Miss You called me and told me about that stuff, Adrian. That's really cool. Don't jinx it, though. Until it's definitely confirmed, I don't want to jinx it. Oh, man, they wouldn't be interested in Slime City. No, it's too rock and roll for them, I think. But I would, somebody should release that Slime City stuff. Man. Hey, Mike Pope. How's it going? What's up? I like how your name is capitalized, the second name, but not the first. That's cool. Okay, so next on the list. First of all, why don't we get Joe up here and see. Are you ready, Joe? Thumbs up if you are. This is my friend Joe Machos. I've known him for many years. Devo fan extraordinaire. He's into some synth pop, new wave music, and he makes it himself. And he once came here, I don't know, 2 years ago or something like that, and just stream sniped me. Just came to my door, drove hours, I think, to get here. Came to my door, came in, scared the hell out of me. Hung out for a while, and then he split. It was crazy. Anyway, here he is, Joe Machos. All right.
Good to see everyone.
All right. I can hear you.
All right.
All right, cool. You can hear me? Everything good?
Yeah. I'm wearing headphones so we don't get the echo.
All right on. How are you, man?
Good. Can't complain.
So what's the latest news?
No, just thinking about going to Nashville.
See, that's going to be a good Devo show to see because, they haven't played the true South. They played D.C. and Richmond over the years, but not south of that for many years, since 2005.
They played Florida in 2012. They played St. Augustine. You were there.
Yeah, that doesn't really count, though, does it? St. Augustine's not really the South. Florida's kind of like so south, it's not south anymore. It's almost like west, almost.
Yeah, well,
it kind of seems more like a west. But I mean, I'm talking about
right wing. That's for
sure. Hello, America. The Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee. That's what I'm talking about. Like, deep south. No cool beaches, like no hip beaches and, all that Miami stuff. None of that Florida stuff, just the deep south. I mean, now look, I got to say, Tennessee is a little LA these days, but it's going to be cool. I can't wait. Midlife Crisis Rants. Hello. Nice to see you. I love your name. Now, are you still working on music?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In fact, I have a 5-song EP on Reverb Nation.
Is it Blinker Boy?
No, it's Rogue Unimogue.
Now that's hard to say, and it kind of makes me sad. Sounds like a racist slur.
It's just, a little take on the Moog Rogue keyboard. So I just kind of reversed it and made it like a Unimog since I'm just one person.
Oh, okay, I got you. Numbers. I get it. Numbers. Now, are you going to be around later? Would you maybe want to join us for noise?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so that's one we got, and maybe Abnorm will be here. Okay, good. Oh, see, look, you guys similar to my little man.
Have you ever processed vocals through the auxiliary port?
I'm not that smart. I just turn it on and press the buttons. I don't really know about any auxiliary or anything like that.
You could actually run your voice through the filter.
No, you could. I can't. No, I have to have somebody show me how to do it.
It's easy. It's easy, man. Inept. If you can pour a glass of wine, you can run your voice through the filter.
Well, damn. You make it sound so easy and delightful.
It's splendid.
Hey, you know that poster you gave me is right here on my door. It's like right there.
Awesome. What, the 6.6 Sputnik?
I love it. And I love the frame you put it in, the plastic frame, because the border of it is easy to slip things in. So I slip all like business cards that I get from people or things that just little pieces of paper that I keep for whatever reason. Or my dentist appointment, the size of my filters in my house, like the size. So I don't remember. I don't forget the size of the filters. All the stuff it's kind of like my bulletin board. Is that
that's cool? Degville would be proud.
It's very useful. Martin Degville, I don't know if you follow him. Martin Degville, singer of Sputnik. I don't know if you follow him on Facebook or if you're on Facebook, but he's a trip. You should really try to follow him.
I'm going to have to look him up after this.
He's hilarious. He's got some cats, and he posts cat photos. He used to have a pigeon or a seagull, actually, that would come visit him every morning for years.
Dead Wax is looking for Vaporized Girl.
Well, only Blinker Boy here knows where she is.
I know she. There you go. I can't even begin to do that. Maybe well, I still keep in touch with Vaporized Girl. It's kind of tenuous, kind of atmospheric.
Well, you're using big words. That probably turned her off right there.
Yeah. Vaporized Girl. I think she's actually hanging out with Vapor Rub Man.
Is there somebody named Vapor Rub Man here? Because I like that. Oh, wait. So we got Dave the pickup artist here, and he's always got jokes. Now, whether they're good or not is anybody's guess. That's a joke in itself. Widespread Panic. Now, look, I remember Widespread Panic being one of those bands that always played the fraternities. And we would never go see them because we didn't typically go to fraternities, but it was just one of those band names I always saw at fraternities. Is that right? Am I imagining that right?
It's like Mighty Boss Tones and
then but Boss Tones were a little more punky. I mean, they had some metal to them too, but I don't think they probably played frats, but I mean Fishbone probably played frats, but I'm talking about the bands that only frat boys went to see was Widespread Panic. Yeah, like jam bands.
Toasters out of New York.
I love the Toasters.
Toasters are great.
Great ska stuff. I mean, there's only one original guy in the band, right? But it's still great. Now, Kami is Vapor Rub Man. Kami is. Oh, look,
Zuna. Vapor Rub Man has legs.
Now, Zuna, thank you for your service. I want you to do that all the time. Oh yeah, I think all of the main members are still alive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think Yana Yaya or one of the girls related to the band passed away, at least one of them. But anyway, yeah. So how about this, Blinker Boy? I'm gonna probably open some mail and stuff, and then you're gonna be around for noise, right?
Yes, sir.
I can just bring you back up for that.
Yeah, no problem.
You want me you can just hang out in the back there, backstage if you want. I won't bring you up until I ask you. So I'll give you a warning.
All right.
Thanks for being here and being my my sidekick guy.
Hey, no problem. I hope Tim's having a good time at our expense.
I think Tim always has a good time in his head. Anyway, yeah. So I'll come back to you soon. We're gonna dig into some packages.
Cool.
All right. Talk to you soon, brother. All right. So he is going to go backstage. We're going to come get him later, especially for the noise. That's going to be fun. Because I haven't done noise in a minute. Now, I wanted to mention Dumb Punts. Dumb Punts is a band from Australia. I believe they're from Melbourne. I'm not sure. But they were playing with Emil and the Sniffers when I was out there in December. They played a show with them and hung out with one of the guys from the Dumb Punts. He was great, and he gave me this shirt, and I love it. It's nice. Oh, Vinyl Richie, I love the Toasters too. They have a song that I was kind of disappointed because they played one of their old classic songs last time I saw them. I probably saw them, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. And then before that, I saw them in the late 80s or something when they weren't quite, all original anymore. But anyway, they play the song where the lyrics are supposed to go, burning police cars out in the street. Come on, y'all, to the East Side beat. But now they don't say burning police cars in the song. They changed it to something else. Why did they change burning police cars to something else? Burning police cars out on the street. Come on, boys, to the East Side beat. That was such a cool song. So it kind of lost a little of its edge. The song lost a little of its edge. I don't really know why I saw Toasters at Walmart. Ska band is everywhere, even at Walmart. Well, Richie, good to see you, man. I haven't been able to check out your videos. I really want to. I always look at what album is in the corner of the thumbnail, though. I tend to gravitate towards that album in the corner of the thumbnail, corner of the shot. They grew up. Thank God I didn't. Fuck. That's like a curse. That's like growing up is like getting bone cancer. I don't want bone cancer. You can have bone cancer. I'll continue singing about burning police cars down on the street. Come on, boys, do the East Side beat. I mean, I guess the East Side's not really about burning police cars anymore. It's probably about going to Starbucks, corner of the street. Come on, boys, do the East Side beat. Yeah, going to Starbucks, whatever they do on the East Side now. Dumb Punts, you like it? I think it might even glow in the dark, Rusty. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks kind of glow in the darky to me for some reason. Rusty, I'm so glad to see you here. Now, if you all don't know Rusty, let me just give you a little hipness. I'm going to hip you to this. And I don't think Rusty will mind me telling you this. Now, Rusty Michael has a long history in rock and roll, and I'll try to make this brief. First of all, she was a teenager in the South who was obsessed with music, rock and roll. Her family didn't really understand. She made a goal to go to New York City, to all these places where she read about in these magazines. She saved up her money. She went as a teenager. She started working for magazines, started interviewing these bands, the Police, all these bands that were coming up at the time, and all these punk new wave bands, and also some of the rock bands she was hanging out with. And she did this, and in the early 80s, she met my friend Thur, John Michael Thur, heavy metal, glam rock extraordinaire, god from Canada. She met and married him in the 80s. They were married for quite some time, till the late 90s. And that's how I know her, through the Thur connection. But she has so many great rock and roll stories. She was an early fan of rock music, traveled all over to see bands, wrote interviews, was a pinup girl, basically. She was in magazines for her looks and for interviewing bands. She did everything, man. So it's always an honor to have her here. She is something else. If you Google her name, Rusty Michael, or Rusty Michael Cherry Bomb, she was also known as Cherry Bomb. She was also known as Pantera before the band Pantera was around. Hey, all the So Good knows Pantera. That's right. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you have to know that. Hey, Butter Knives, one of my favorite people. I can't stay tonight because I don't know, maybe something. But I had to come and say hi. So excited about Nashville. Dude, don't worry about Butter Knives. I'm going to do my best. I think it'll all work out. So go be creative. I love that you're not going to be here because you're making something. Creators, much better than consumers. I mean, percentage-wise, we're all consumers, right? But But most people are like 95% consumer, 5% creator. Some people are like 95% creator. Well, I don't know if you can be less than 30% consumer. I think to exist on planet Earth, you have to be at least a 30% consumer. Here we go. Dead Wax is always throwing the heat. Oh yeah, Zuna and Butter, you guys, come on. Mm-hmm. Bring your rock and roll spirit. Bring your rock and roll spirit. I learned that trick off a bookie. Hey, I learned that trick off a bookie. I want to just imagine that's how Bobby said that. That's what I'm talking about. None of this fist muscle arm album cover stuff. That's the gayest thing ever. Not that gay music is bad. I would just not rather. I'd rather have the real gay Pantera. The hair metal, the makeup, the big spikes, and the. Oh yeah. In fact, I have one of those Pantera tapes. It's downstairs. That my friend Abnorm gave me. Abnorm is in the chat right now. He said he had it since he was a kid. He never really liked it. He gave it to me. It was one of those early ones with the really bad, by bad I mean good, cover art, like a lion or a tiger. Pumping Violin, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm big into the hair metal era of Pantera, if I was going to be into Pantera at all. But I refuse to listen to all that other stuff. I think I would have a good talk with the singer. What's his name? The singer was a friend of mine. And I think I'd probably get along with him a little bit. Let's see. Duty Now, Butter Knives. Pilmer, are you trolling the microphone with your burps? Well, that's just what I have to do. I've been doing that for years, burping on the show. People now, Miss U used to count them and rate them. Every one of them would get counted, rated, and at the end of the stream, she would say how many burps. But now she's into boys now and stuff and partying, and she doesn't really do that job anymore. She's too into partying. Consume and be consumed. There's a carcass thing. There's a carcass thing about consumed. I forget the reference. William's laughing out loud over and over again, and he may hurt himself. He might even fill his diaper. Man-O-War covers. Those are good too. But Man-O-War, I mean, that's a really interesting specimen there, Man-O-War. I dig Man-O-War. They're funny. What's his name? One of the guys from, the band he was in before Man-O-War. The Dictators. Handsome Dick, he was in Man-O-War, right? Which one was in Man-O-War? Anyway, I think that guy came to the last Dickie show I saw in New York City. He was backstage. Cowboys from the Drag Show. I would love to see that Pantera album exist. Yes, I would. Let's see. Yeah. I think it was the one with the lion. I don't know. It was one of those cheeseball covers that I really dig. Hey, you're making a diva reference again, Zuna. That's very good of you. Oh, thank you, Rusty. No, it's all. Thanks for your service to rock and roll, Rusty. I'll tell people again. I know I've said this before, but when I was a little kid, I used to buy, or my mom used to buy, all the magazines that had Kiss in them for me. Any rock magazine that had anything about Kiss in it, she would buy me. And I still have all those magazines. So some of those magazines would have mostly Kiss, and then in the back, the last 10% of the magazine would be other bands, usually up-and-coming new wave bands, because there was a lot of stuff happening in the late 70s with punk rock and new wave coming up. So the back of the mags were all these articles about the Ramones and Talking Heads and Blondie and the Nuns and the Weirdos and all this stuff. And Rusty was the author of at least one of those articles of the magazines that I had when I was a kid. And so when she started telling me when I first met her in the 90s about all the magazines she'd written for, she mentioned one. I think it was called Hard Rock Magazine or something. And I was like, wait, I think I have that. And I went, opened it up, looked it up. Yep. Article by Rusty Hamilton. So I read an article by Rusty when I was just like, before I was 10 years old. So anyway, we became really good friends. And I feel very lucky. There we go, Dead Wax. Work out a trade. Ross the Boss. So he was in a Man-O-War. Now, the other guy in Dictators was not in Man-O-War. Was it Handsome Dick? Did he go on to be in the there was some guy that went to be in the Dell Lords, right? Gosh, I'm trying to figure out. Midlife crisis. I'm drinking the cheapest wine I could find at the grocery store, which is typically Woodbridge. I like to get this other wine with a kangaroo on it because then I draw farts on the kangaroo. But the kangaroo wine switched from corks to like a screw off cap, and I'm just not into that. It's just not as sexy for me. So cheap wine, though, that's what I'm drinking. Because why spend money on good wine when you don't need to? Handsome Dick was your HS nickname. Handsome School. You went to Handsome School. That's why you look that way. Look, there it is. That's the best joke of the night. I'm predicting that this is Dave the Pickup Artist's best joke of the night. All right? Anybody gonna argue with me? Please don't. Now, I'm going to open some mail soon. What's this? I remember when Pantera canceled the European tour of 9/11, everyone said, cowards from hell. Well, probably wasn't up to the band much. I would think there's a lot of other people involved that said, hell no, we ain't doing that. Probably insurance companies said, you can't do that anymore. Let's see. I think they did make a Country Rebel album. It was that one with the fist on it. I mean, Country Rebel albums can be very gay. Don't get it twisted. Oh, well, there's more. There was, I think you're talking about Cameron. Cameron hasn't been around for a year or two, but there are more teeny bopper friends, Vinyl Richie. There's Butter Knives. There's Zuna Tuna. There's probably more, but we've always got the teeny bopper friends, Vinyl Richie. Not just elderly people as yourself, but we also befriend teeny boppers. We have all kinds of friends, except I do not hang out with fetuses or toddlers. Can't do it. Hell with those people. Hell with those people. Fetuses and toddlers can suck it. I mean, they can't suck it. They can get away from me. Oh, here we go. This is Joe's band here. That's his latest musical project. And I can tell you it's probably from deep down in the dork community. It's probably the dorkiest electronic music you've heard in a long time. And he does a good job at it. Justin. Now, you got to pull that thumb in, though, because that is just sign language for I love you. And that's kind of weird. I mean, I accept the love, believe me. But I think you wanted to do that. Yeah, they are. But I've had them since I was a kid, and I've kept almost every one of them in a plastic bag for most of their lives. But yeah, some of them are pretty dogged up. And I did draw in some of them. In fact, I think the first time I saw a picture of the Ramones was in the back of one of those rock magazines. And it was the Ramones standing in front of a window or something, and it had some words above them. I don't know if it said Ramones or what it said above them. But then under the photo, I just wrote D-U-M-B. And I didn't even know about D-U-M-B. Everyone's accusing me. I had never heard the Ramones. I just saw what they looked like. And it just looked like to me like guys in street clothes, like jeans and jackets. And I was used to bands like Kiss and Parliament Funkadelic and even Cheap Trick, where they had kind of a look. And they were kind of like, rock stars. And I looked at the Ramones. I was like, these guys are dumb. They got holes in their pants. Who cares? All I know is they looked like guys that lived down the street from me in Ohio. And I was like, who the hell are these normal looking dudes? I wanted rock stars. I wanted superheroes. But of course, I got to love the Ramones. Hey, I don't have any shots, but I will do a shot of wine if Stunty is still here. Stunty, you still here? Take a shirt off. We'll do a shot. Stunty. What a great guy. Mm-hmm. Now, look, let's start opening some of this stuff. First thing I want to open is this. No, is this. Here we go. Now, this is something I ordered. I know what's in here, but I haven't seen the quality. Now, as you guys know, I do this project that I've done for over 20 years. It's called Implied Regurgitation, and it has to do with making these stickers and fridge magnets and rubber stamps and making these I3Up stickers and putting them in places around the world If you want more information, go to ithurup.com. So I'm running out of these. The last time I got these made in the thousands, I probably got 5 or 10,000 of them made maybe 10 years ago or something. So I'm getting low and I have to order them again. But to get stickers made like this with a die cut, right? And they come from both angles. Like I have one coming from this way and one coming from that way. So there's two kinds of iThruup stickers. So it's kind of costly. But this one sticker company, Sticky Brand, one of those companies that you see advertising on Facebook or whatever. You see the little ads pop up. It was like 100 stickers for $19.99. So, and they were supposed to be die cut and weatherproof, able to last outside if you stick them outside. So I got 100 of them. I just wanted to see what they were like. So here they go. Oh, look at that. They look pretty good. Check them out. Now, I'm not sure if I'm into the white border, because as you can see here, the original sticker, the border is black and it bleeds off the edge. Now this has a little border around it, which I'm not too into. If I was going to pay to get thousands made, I would certainly have it be where it's black all the way, right? But no big deal. Now there's also not an easy way to peel this off. These old ones, not only do they have iThruup print on the back, but it's a crack in the middle. So anyway, these look pretty good though. Look pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, they look pretty thick vinyl. Pretty good. So I got 100 of those. But one day I'm going to have to place an order for thousands of them. And I just have to find the right person. I'm going to talk to my friend who made me these stickers in San Francisco recently. Poot stickers. Great for crosswalk signs, etc. I'm going to see if he can make me thousands of them for a good price. We'll see. But anyway, that's what I do with my time is I throw up stickers and fart stickers. No, Handsome Dick was only in the Dictators. Okay. But I thought somebody from the Dictators went to be in the Del Lords. My goodness. What is the Manosphere? Is that a Pantera cover band? I've made myself giggle with that one. Now we're moving right along now. Another black package. Now this may be something I ordered or not. I don't know. It just says it's from Warehouse. It's from Warehouse in California. It may be something I ordered online. I don't know. Usually if you order something on Amazon, it's pretty obvious that it's from Amazon, but I don't know. We're going to see here. Got to open this black envelope somehow. God almighty. I really like these black envelopes. What is this? What is this? Anything else in here? A little paper. Oh, Marty's going to like that. Marty likes those toys. Okay. Now, this is... Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, kids. I ordered some art supplies. Look at these. Look at these. Look at those pens. Look at those pens. These are very drippy ink pens. These are sick. I love these. When you see me on tour in May, if you do, I will have one of these in my pocket. Okay? Just saying. Okay, so that wasn't exciting for you guys, but it's very exciting for me. Now, this is the Marty Bling package. Okay, I've been advertising tonight. I've got Marty some new bling. And so Marty, I wish he was in here right now. He's outside gallivanting. But if he was in here right now, I would show you the old collar he's wearing, which my friend Peter Graves, I don't know if Peter Graves is still here, but my friend Peter Graves bought him a collar way back a year ago. Wow. When I first adopted little Martin McFartin. And his collar now is finally deteriorated so much that my phone number is off of it. His name is off of it. It's about to fall apart. So I bought him new bling. Now check this out. I believe there are 2 different versions of Marty Bling in here. Now check this out. A nice little card from some company that sells cat stuff. Oh, and there's a dog. No, I ordered cat stuff. Don't send me a dog picture, you idiot. Okay. Now, this might look a little weird. Now, this stuff was not on it in the picture online, but I can take that stuff off. So here's the thing. I'm going to take this bell off because that's just bullshit. Nobody wants the bell. I don't want Marty to be found if he doesn't want to be found. Because I know this is like to not get them to hunt birds and shit, but I just think that if he's going to run around with that on his neck jingling all the time, it's going to drive him crazy. I would hate being a street cat and having to deal with that jingly jangly thing. I got to get this. Man, hold on a second. What a bunch of crap. Let's see. Okay, flower off. Nobody needs the flower. Who puts flowers? Why does a cat want to wear that? No cat wants to wear this. This is just extra crap. Okay. So once we get the bell off, look at this. Oops. Martin. Right? There's my phone number if anybody wants it. Martin. And then we'll take the bell off. And now the other one is a little different, and it says Marty! Exclamation point. All right, so he's got some very colorful collars. And these were like half the price of the one Peter Graves got me some time ago. And so hopefully they'll last. Anyway, yeah, take the bells off. That's my vote. Marty Bling. All right, moving right along. Now, this is the last one. Last package. Now, this is pretty cool. This is from KRK Ryden. Anybody familiar with KRK Ryden? KRK Ryden is artist extraordinaire, a friend of mine for many years. He did artwork for Diva back in the 80s. He's still a friend of mine. We're still working on art projects together. I used to do art shows for KRK years ago. So KRK sent me something he found in his archives, and he thought I would want it because I have a certain interest in what he found. And I'm just going to show you what it is. Now, I don't know if he included anything extra in here, but I know basically what's in here. Hold on. And KRK Ryden, by the way, is the little brother of an artist named Mark Ryden. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Mark Ryden, but Mark Ryden did, among other things, he did the cover art for Michael Jackson's Dangerous album. He's a very respected weirdo artist, as is his brother, KRK, but Mark Ryden on a slightly higher level. There we go. Now, look at this cool letter that came with it. I'm not going to let you read it because it's going to tell you what's in the package, but there's KRK artwork. Now, what's in here is something that I'm going to have to get my friend Ian Shannon to help me work on, but check this out. Okay. Y'all like punk rock? Y'all like punk rock? Because this is okay. Before I get to the main thing he sent, I do want to say that he did send me. My head just exploded. He did send me his band CD. He's in a band called Ken, the Magic Corner God, where he plays a theremin. It's really weird. There's a sticker that comes with the CD. That's his latest offering. I think there's a limited edition version of this coming out soon. But look at this. Look at this. Okay. This is a Dickies interview. And I don't know if there's a Residence interview on here too, but I know there's a Dickies interview on here from maybe Y2K, from maybe the year 2000. But I'm going to digitize this Dickies interview with Leonard Graves Phillips, I believe. And then we're going to make a little YouTube slideshow video of it, and we'll post it. But look at that. Dickies interview. Now, if you know me, you know that the Dickies is my second favorite band next to Devo. So So this is pretty cool, right? So digitize that, put it on the YouTubes, and we'll hear words of wisdom from Leonard Graves Phillips of the Dickies. I'm quite sure of that. Oh, sneeze took me out. Okay, more wine, guys. And I tell you what, in 40 minutes, we're going to have noise. Who's going to join for the noise? Abnorm, you still here? Abnorm, in the chat. Let me know if you're still here, buddy. I haven't looked at the chat in a minute. Hold on a second. Let me scroll down. Oh, wait. Biz and Fred were digging in bins. Oh, I got to see that. Oh my God, I got to catch up on this conversation. A Pilmer wall shrine. That's very unhealthy of you. Thank you very much. uh, let's see. Uh, let's see. Yeah, you ever sticking on something? You talking about the iThroop stickers? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it looks like it's regular vinyl. New Wave Rock. That's what it was. That was one of the. But I think there's other magazines I have with your articles in it, Rusty. Um, okay, Ms. You, note taken. Please adore it. Worship it as the God it is. That I threw up sticker may lead you to heaven. I'm just saying. William laughed about something. I'm not quite sure what, but he did laugh about something. Now, top 10 found of the Dellords. Now, who is God, there was one guy I really had a pen pal relationship with one of the guys in the Dellords for years. Because when I was a teenager, he played at a club. The Dellords played at a club I used to work at called the Park Elevator in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I made friends with one of the guys in the band, and I can't for the life of me remember what he played. But anyway, he wrote me for months, maybe years. We corresponded through the mail before there was internet. We corresponded through the mail. He was a really cool guy. I wish I knew what happened to him. I'll have to look that up. Pretty sure Dead Wax left. Well, of course he did. Marty Bling. Okay, hold on. Catching up here. I'm about 6 minutes behind the conversation. Acid archive VC videos. Acid. You know what? I found a Christian gospel acid record recently that I don't think I've put it on eBay yet. Maybe I have. But yeah, some of these Christian gospel psych acid rock records. It's not really rock, but it's acid psych music, and that's the stuff I've been listening to as far as acid goes lately. A lot of gospel acid. I first saw Marty Street Fight. Now that one goes over my head because it's referring to something I'm not hip to. Wow. Abnorm, are you going to be up for noise tonight, buddy? Buddy? KRK pieces. That's good. Me too. Why losing interest, Vinyl Richie? Are you still monetized? Has that been working for you? I guess not if you're losing interest in making videos. Don't lose interest. What else do you have to do? Come on. Well, if you're going to not do videos, you have to start a band. Doesn't matter if you can't play anything. Stop with that. Doesn't matter if you can't sing. Just start a band, Richie. VC band coming up. You can do it. My brain, I'm not sure if it ever falls out, but it sure does shrivel up. Shrivel up. You know, Joe, I don't remember if I have the KRK Double Talk book. I think I do, though. I think I do. I have a bin of KRK stuff in my attic. A whole bin of just all kinds of shit. Because like I said, I used to do art shows for him. So, yeah, cats hate the bell. Of course they do. Let's see. Still here, not sure about noise. Oh, no pressure, Abnorm. Whatever. Wait. Middle life crisis. Tough question. Which band do you think is the most entertaining live? Devo versus the Dickies. Well, it's two completely different show experiences. I would say equally entertaining. I mean, they were just two different experiences, but within those experiences, you get the full Monty. You get the full 100% of what a band can do in each of those experiences. Now, the Dickies rule a tiny to medium-sized punk club with their show every time. They're on point. They do it. Nothing bothers them. Devo does great with what they have. Huge video wall, big stage, crew of 11 people. It's a totally different beast, but both bands are completely dedicated to putting on a great show, and nobody in those bands, either one of those bands, goes through the motions. I can tell you that everybody in each of those bands loves what they do on stage, for sure. Anyway. DJ Trish, that is so kind of you. I very much appreciate that. I really do. Because it really helps. I tell you, before I went on tour last year, when I was doing videos all the time and I had a good flow, all the time I got messages from people, oh, I just discovered your channel because it got recommended to me. blah, blah, blah. So it does happen. And I think it's because of the interaction on the channel. You know, you got to trick these smart computers, smartphones, smart cars aren't really smart yet. So we have the advantage to trick them into thinking that we're good content. Oh, I saw you filming peeps at the merch bar at St. Kilda. It was a trip because it took me so long to click that it was you. Yeah, I'm always trying to film the fans before the show for Devo shows, right? Just to get a vibe. And also, I want to show the band what the merch booth looks like if they want to know, or, you know, if there's ever any question about was that shirt available that night, you know, I can prove that. So that's what I do. Well, you should have said hi, dude. I would have loved to say hi to you. It's so cool to be in a country like on the other side of the planet and have people walk up to me who know me, like who I know, who I've never met face to face, but I know them. It's so cool. Deadwax, you should stream every week. Deadwax is spinning Pilmer. Deadwax is going to spin me. He's going to put me on a turntable, and I'm going to go around and around. Dying under daddy's cap now. Shrivel up. Gospel Acid. I'm trying to remember the name of the band. It's a long name. I can't remember. That is true, Chris. But it's actually very simple, yet complex. You know what I mean? New wave rock, Rusty Michael, y'all. Google it. Not Cry of Love, Charlie. Okay, I got a funny story to tell you. I've never really been a fan of Cry of Love. Cry of Love is different than. Oh, I'm thinking of Driving and Crying. There's a southern, I don't know, like alt country or indie rock or whatever you call this band, Driving and Crying. But I knew a friend of theirs who knew them back in the day when they were just starting the band. And she said one of the guys in the band called her and said, "Hey, so-and-so, I got a new name. I got a name for the band." And she was like, "Oh, what is it?" And he was like, "Driving and Crying." He said it really, the way she told me, he said it really emotional and in a southern accent, "Driving and Crying." And if I was her, I would have said, "Well, what about driving and shitting? That's so much more interesting." Or shitting and crying. I crack myself up, you guys. Good thing I'm here all alone. Shitting and crying. Look, they can't fire me. It's impossible. Anyway, so. Oh, they shine in the studio. They shine live. Oh, they just shine for me. Hey, Zuna, this brings up a topic. I've been saying for the last year and a half or so that I'm going to do a video on my Oingo Boingo collection, at least the vinyl portion of it to start. And man, it's just such a daunting task because there's so much of it. I haven't done it yet, but it's my plan. Favorite Dickies album? Oof, that's really tough, man. I really like them all. It just changes. I mean, the favorite one changes. I like the later stuff. I like the early stuff. I like the way later. I like the last single they released. It was a song called Blink 183 and a Elvis Costello cover called Clean Money. Great stuff. Hi, Def Eric. Dude, I haven't seen you in a while. What's happening? I hope you're well. Last couple of videos I saw, you were looking really healthy and fit and happy. And Eric, let me know if you ever come to North Carolina to visit your metal boys, because I'd love to see you again. Let's see. Oh my god, Deadwax is drinking. Oh my god. It doesn't now. Blinker Boy, it doesn't look good for Gigantor. That's a song, but yes, that's the one they always play last. It doesn't look good for noise, man. I don't know if we're going to get two other people up here besides me and you. Oh, yeah. I have such a huge past with Oingo Boingos. And I was a member of the Oingo Boingo Secret Society fan club when I was a teenager. And I had what do you call it? I had a relationship pen pal relationship with Darla, who ran the fan club back then, and we wrote each other letters for years when I was in junior high school. At least a year or two, I think, in the early '80s. Anyway, I got a past with the Oingo Boingo Secret Society. I don't know, Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know it. Is that popular stuff? I don't know it. Uh, can you please? Of course, Dead Wax. Yes, I will. Uh, now, not likely also good, but maybe. Now, I gotta say, here we go. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Pumping Vinyl. William, I think you like a lot of rap stuff, right? I've seen you posting some rap stuff, like '90s rap stuff, or maybe even 2000s rap stuff. But do you like any '80s rap stuff? Do you go back that far? Because I'm big into '80s, maybe some early '90s stuff, but I don't go too much past that unless you get into like really, current stuff. Do you know Tommy Cash, William? I want to talk to you about some certain types of music at some point. Now, what else do we have here? Let me check my list. Oh, this weekend, I get to go see a cool ass concert, a band that is on tour right now. And I think that if you're into rock and roll, yes, of course, Dead Wax, I will. She just has to remind me to do it, but I will, of course. EPMD, what about Schoolie D? Do you like Audio 2? Of course, Public Enemy, Paris. There's lots of them, Tribe Called Quest. Oh, yes, Rusty, I'll call you next week or this weekend. I'll call you this weekend. I hope I remember. KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, will always get paid. We'll take the wackest song and make it better. Remember to let us into your. I love some old hip hop. Oh. Now let me ask one more time. Does anybody? No, you don't have to remind me, Dead Wax. She has to remind me. I'll get it to her. I got it. If she asks me for it, I will send it to her. De La Soul, I like them. They're a little late. De La Soul is great. I only like their one album, really. I only know 3 Feet High and Rising. After that, I heard a couple of albums after that. It didn't really hit me. You know who I did like, though, is Diggable Planets. I saw Diggable Planets live, and they actually played with a live band way back when that album first came out. And they were fantastic. I saw them down here in North Carolina. Good night, Rusty. We love you. Yeah, we'll have to talk about some rap sometimes, William. But you got to look up Audio 2 if you're not hip to Audio 2. Milk is chilling. Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing. Oh, no. You lost me with Pete Rock and CL Smooth. That gets a little too pop music. There's a little because I worked in a rap record store when that record came out, and that was the most highly stolen record in the store. People would come in, grab it off the shelf, and run. And of course, I never chased anybody. They could take that record all they want. I don't care. But it was just a little too pop or something for me. It didn't have much edge to it. It was too much of a party song and not a rebellious song. Because I like my rap to be a lot of fuck you in my rap. I like a lot of fuck you. So Pete Rock and CL Smooth were a little bit too smooth for me. Wait, you don't like rap? High Def doesn't like rap. Rap is like urban punk, dude. Hey, High Def, thanks for stopping by. Totally, man. But Tommy Cash, you got to fight. Yeah, that was the worst Beastie Boys song, but it was funny. No, Green Day and Blink-182, as far as pop punk goes, they're pretty good. I don't like the way pop punk bands. Well, because Blink-182 are Satanists, or at least the singer and the guitarist or the bass player are. So that's points for them. And if you doubt me on their Satanism, then you should at least check out their video for "I'm Feeling This." Remember that? Blink-182 had this huge hit with "I'm Feeling This." I'm feeling this. I don't know, long time ago, 90s maybe. I don't know. And And there's a part in the video, they're kind of playing on this stage, and there's this fence behind them, and all these kind of lame punk rock looking people climbing up the fence, and they're performing, right? And so Tom, the singer, is at the mic, and there's a point where he goes like this. He covers his face, and then the bass player holds up his pink bass like this, so that the neck is here, the body of the bass is down here. And on the body of the bass, there's 2 strips of black gaff tape that form an upside down cross. And he's just holding it like this so that you can see the cross, and it just happens for a split second, and then it goes back to the video. But I've taken screenshots of that moment, and I've showed it to people, and they're like, I have no idea. I had no idea. I was like, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. I like pop. I like Debbie Gibson. Love a lot of Debbie Gibson stuff. First 2 albums, off the charts. Hey, look, I love stuff that sucks a lot. Like Sockeye, people think sucks. I mean, Huey Lewis, people think sucks. Tom DeLonge, I love Tom DeLonge. I love hearing him talk. He talks some wisdom. That guy's freak to the front for sure. But yeah, I like stuff that sucks, man. I mean, some people like Pantera, the Fist album. That sucks. I mean, I don't like that stuff that sucks, but I like some stuff that sucks. Some people like Led Zeppelin. I never really wanted to listen to Led Zeppelin ever. Because when I was growing up, it was always the adult music. It was always other people's music and not mine. It was always older people listen to it. So you always want to shy away from what the old people listen to, right? But yeah, I guess we're not going to have a noise tonight. Sum 41, I love that band. That's my favorite pop punk band of all time, Sum 41, because they work a whole lot of metal into that stuff. One time I went to a Sum 41 sound check. They were fans of these I Threw Up stickers I made. So I would bring them stickers. And one time their tour manager let me into the sound check, and they did all Metallica songs for their sound check. And it was so good. It was so good. I love Rush. I love lots of Rush. I love the late Rush. My least favorite Rush is the very, very earliest stuff. But when they got really into their sound, moving pictures and like that kind of stuff, loved it. Oh, 100 Gex. Did you just wait? Did you discover 100 Gex because of my? Because I've been praising 100 Gex for a year or two. Yeah. I mean, Dumb 41, Dead Zeppelin, the Pooh instead of the Who. You could fuck with band names all day long. Leslie Osborne. I love Ozzy Osbourne. Now, Ozzy Osbourne, I was so into Ozzy when I was a kid. I would come to school almost every day with Ozzy written on my fingers. Whenever there was any kind of election of any kind, I wore my Vote Ozzy button that I handmade myself. I love it. Billy Joe, Green Day. You know, I think I'm friendly with one of his ex-girlfriends on Facebook. But look, I love Green Day. I saw them live like a year ago or something. They had the most huge show. They did a Kiss cover. It was great. I had a great time, man. So look, I like a lot of music that you guys think sucks. Believe me. And I pride myself in that. Nobody here listens to Anal Cunt. Nobody here has listened to a whole Anal Cunt album all the way through. I probably have 3 times. Roxy's really not into cocaine, but she is in LA, and I'm going to see her in May. I'll see her in May on tour with Devo. She's still around. She's doing good. Hey, High Def, love you, brother. Go buy a Public Enemy album. I love Madonna. Have you ever seen the video that Madonna did called What It Feels Like for a Girl? It is insane. It was banned from MTV when it first showed. I'm not sure if it's even online anymore, but I own it. I owned it either on VHS or DVD, the single. But What It Feels Like for a Girl, the video, is so intense. It was so intense. You have to check it out. Super Fozzy, What's Up, Ohio? Music from The Elder. You know what? I think I liked a couple songs on The Elder, but I haven't listened to it a whole lot. The Elder pissed me off when I was a kid because it didn't have any pictures of Kiss on the cover. I thought that was a sin. Every Kiss album should have Kiss on the cover, damn it. Also good. Hey, I played with my band, Crapper Keeper, played with AC in the 90s and a few times. Uh, would you guys mind holding on just a second? I want to show him something. I'm going to grab a flyer from my wall. Hold on, guys. I'm right over here. Don't worry. I'm coming right back. Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to get this off the wall. Oh, okay. Now, this has been hanging on my wall. This has been hanging on my wall since 2008, and I just took it off. But this is the show we did in the 90s, okay? Look at this. There's my band, Crapper Keeper. I'll show you the picture close up, but there's the flyer. It is in North Carolina. Gay Metal Kings from Boston, with Crapper Keeper. Now, here's me. I'm this guy right here with the guitar and the pantyhose on my face. I'm whacking that guy in the head. Yeah. So that's Crapper Keeper. Yeah, man. Seth and I were pretty good friends. And I visited him at his house in Boston once or twice. And it's a pity that Seth didn't survive his vices. You know, it's a you gotta be careful with vices. Okay, Dead Wax is making boob jokes. And you really liked last Thursday, didn't you? I mean, Dead Wax, you really liked Ann on the stream last Thursday. Yeah, Ann was here. She didn't show up tonight, though. Here we go. Midlife crisis. What's your advice for someone that thinks we do Tuesday? I mean, I don't know. God bless them. I mean, that's fine. The B-52s are a different sound, you know. It's a different sound. Maybe they like that sound better. It's okay. I mean, at least they're not picking the Doors over Devo. Hell with that band. My God. The singer ruined that band. I mean, I don't know if I would have been able to talk to that singer and have a real conversation, but that singer ruined that band. Just my unpopular opinion. Oh, yeah. Wait, you made a Seth Thur reference earlier in the chat. I didn't see it. Okay, so Seth and hold on. Where is it? I've got something else I can show you. All the so good. I got to know your real name, too. Hold on. Now, this is in relation to... Okay, I mentioned my friend Thor, who was married to our friend Rusty, who was in the chat. Now, he did a song with Seth Putnam of AC because I knew Seth and I knew John Thor, and Seth was a big Thor fan, so I introduced those guys together, and they did a song together. And the song that Anal Cunt and Thor did together, because I introduced them, right? Don't get it twisted. I am a rock and roll evangelist. It was called Throwing Cars at People on Coke with Thor. So here's those on Coke with Thor. This is a patch. Throwing cars at people on Coke with Thor. Now, Thor has never done cocaine, but the song title is amazing. Throwing cars at people on Coke with Thor. And there's the patch, very limited edition patch. Not many of them available. I was lucky enough to get one or two of them. But yeah, Google it. Throwing cars at people on Coke with Thor. Seth Putnam of AC with Thor. Yeah, amazing song. I can't believe you know that. Very few people know of that. Hey, enjoy your walk, Adrian. I'm going to take a walk here in about 30 minutes. 4-mile walk. Skullcrotch.com. Hey, Zuna, you should start a band called Skullcrotch. I know it is also, and it was like so rare. I wish it was on a t-shirt. I would wear that on a t-shirt all day. Throwing cars at people, throwing cars at people, throwing cars at people on Coke with Thor. Great song. Great song. Now, I want to mention that this, I didn't even say this. I got sidetracked. But this coming weekend, I'm going to see a very cool show. I think it's maybe next week. Early next week, this weekend, sometime very soon in the next few days, I'm going to see Otoboki Beaver. Now, do you guys know Otoboki? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Otoboki Beaver. 3 girls from the Asias and spazzy, crazy, great rock and roll. And I can't wait to see them here in North Kakalaka. I'm going with my friend Ian and my friend Skip. We're going to have a gay old time. I think it might be Tuesday is when that's happening in Carborough, North Carolina. So That's the next rock and roll thing that I'm looking forward to. Now, I know it's late in the game, but I want to do this thing that we do every Thursday. I want to know. Now, don't post it yet. I want to know something positive that happened to you since last Thursday. Any forward moving thing in your life, anything that made you happy, made you money, whatever. But I want you to start by posting the word positive in the chat so I know what you're talking about. And then after that, a brief description of something positive that happened to you since last Thursday. And I can tell you what my positive is. And I wish I could show you because eBay's server's down, but eBay's doing very well for me. I have not been putting a lot of videos on YouTube. I haven't been working on much else except for eBay and Devo merch for the upcoming shows. So eBay has been taking all my time. I've been taking all these items that I bought over the course of the last few months, last year, that I hadn't had time to sell because I was traveling on tour last year. So all these records and tapes and CDs that have accumulated in my house, I'm just listing them on eBay and they're selling like crazy. I'm making some really good sales. The most money I've made on eBay in years has happened in the last 3 months. So it's good because, you know, I spend a lot of time and effort going to find these items, dig these items out of dusty ass, horrible places sometimes. And then to have somebody, you know, after I clean them up and grade them and list them and everything, and have somebody buy it and then leave me a comment like, "Oh, so glad I got this." You know, it's really cool. There was one album I sold recently. It was called Potpourri, like some kind of like world music dancing. Like, I don't know if it was Polish or Yugoslavian or whatever dance record this was. And on the cover, there were these world music dancers, right? And they were all girls except for this one guy, this fantastic guy in the middle of the photo. And somebody bought this Potpourri dance record from me. And they said, "Hey, thank you for selling me this. I'm the guy on the cover 60 plus years ago." And I was like, oh my God, I didn't make much money off that. I probably made $7 or $8 off that record. But the fact that I pulled it out of the thrift store, graded it, cleaned it, listed it, and then the guy on the cover bought it, I was like, that's the reason I did that. That's the reason I dug that shit out, man. That's the reason I listened to Christian music for 2 hours in that thrift store to dig that shit out. Now we're going to get to these positives. Wait, Discogs. I don't sell Discogs pumping vinyl. I could never figure out their crazy shipping stuff. I had to, I couldn't do it. eBay is my place. I'll tell you, I made, at this point, pumping vinyl this month, I've made $1,300 profit on eBay. At this point, this month. That's pretty good for me. Positive, Donnie Iris put on a pretty amazing show in Pittsburgh last night again. 1 year since being treated with blood. Now, I love Donnie Iris. I love that music, and I think I would love him as a person. I've never met him, but I've seen him interviewed or talking, and he seems pretty cool. A big Donnie Iris fan, yeah. Do You Compute? Probably my favorite album, but my old punk band used to cover Aliyah, Here We Go Again. We did a little punky version of that, but I love that guy. Great stuff. Positive, says Zuna, going to New Orleans on the 30th. What are you doing in New Orleans? I would tell you, I'm not going to say it. I did something in New Orleans for the first time years ago, but I won't tell you here. Positive, last couple of weeks sucked, but celebrated Kitty's 16th adoption. Whoa, you adopted that kitty 16 years ago? Oh, my goodness. Congratulations, Abnorm, for your service to cat welfare. Yeah, my girl cats are, I think, years old this year. So, yeah, I'm getting up there. Just got a new harmonica. God, I wish we could do noise tonight, Joe. There's nobody else that wants to join us. It is kiboshed. Okay, probably made his entire life. Well, hopefully, something. Yeah, I never sold on Discogs, dude. You know what? I have sold indirectly on Discogs because. Are you familiar with a guy named Ben Folds? Ben Folds 5. He's a North Carolina guy. Anyway, I have sold things on Discogs, but not because I listed them for sale, because I'm not technically listed it as a seller because I don't have all of that crappy international shipping stuff worked out. So, but some people will see something in my collection oftentimes and then message me to say, hey, I want to buy that from you. So I had this Ben Folds. Well, I have two of them. I have two cassette tapes that Ben Folds gave me back in the 80s. He used to come to parties at my, I used to live in a party house, this really weird art collective party house in my college years. And we had these big parties all the time, really over the top parties, highly illegal parties. And Ben Folds came to at least a couple of them. And he would brought me cassettes of his first band called Mojasha. And so Mojasha put out a couple of cassette tapes. And I had them both. And some person who was a big Ben Folds Mojasha collector or whatever messaged me about one of my tapes, and I sold it to him for $666 on Discogs. Well, I didn't sell it to him on Discogs. He just, I gave him my Facebook or my email or something, and he got in touch with me and he bought it. But $666, that's the only thing I ever sold on Discogs. The Ben Folds tape. Discogs is way easier. I don't know, dude. I'm not seeing the sales. What is hard about eBay? eBay is easy. I mean, for eBay, I don't have to go through every country and set up shipping stuff manually. It just does it for me. Let's see more positives here. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, messed up my finger, but positive. Learned to play a song that means a lot to me. Something I meant to do for years. It's probably Electric Youth by Debbie Gibson, I'm guessing. Positive, I called out sick today to go surfing and have some beers. Fuck the man, middle life crisis rants. Hell yeah. Stick it to the man. Mm-hmm. Hell with that damn job. Just quit it. Discogs is a database first, then a marketplace. Don't piss on that. Well, I don't know what the message for him is, but certainly I use it as a database for my collection. And when I'm buying things, of course, I look to it for the values of things. But yeah, I don't use it as a marketplace. I very rarely buy there, if ever. And I've only sold one thing there, but indirectly, not even on purpose. Positive, all the so good. I found a weird 70s action movie poster at the antique mall that cracked me up. Friend loved how he maybe should have bought it for me. Oh, that's cool. I love when friends figure out what you like. Dweezil Zappa is touring for the first time in 4 years. Oh, that's cool. I might like him. If he did Valley Girl with his sister, I would really love it. Oh, it's okay, 404. No big deal. No big deal. Thank you, Miss You, for your service. Love you. I don't know if I could join noise, but I got a new keyboard with some badass noises I want to play on the stream sometime. We'll plan it out, Zuna. Just let me know when it works for you. No problem. Ben Folds seems to be like a nice guy. He enjoyed the parties here. I mean, I met him maybe a year ago or less. Last year I met him at some point, and I asked him if he remembered the parties, and he said he did, but I don't think he did. I don't think he knew who the fuck I was. But I did get him to sign the one Ben Folds cassette I have left that I didn't sell. And it's funny because when I got it in my pocket, he was like really shocked that I had the Mojasha tape. Then he showed his friends. Look what this guy just showed me. Look, he wants me to sign it. So yeah. Hey, Tour Bus Live, what's happening? Oh my God, I haven't heard from you guys in a long time. Is that t-shirt book still coming out or is that squashed? Good to see you. Tour Bus Live, photographers of rock shows. That's one of the things they do, and they're extraordinary at it. They've shot Diva before. Glad to hear Donnie Iris has recovered. That's really good news. Yeah. Ohio royalty. Tour Bus Live is a royalty as well. You better, yeah. I mean, you can laugh. They are good photographers. Dweezil's my top 10. Wow. I remember, wait, didn't Mark Mothersbaugh have something to do with the soundtrack from that? I don't know. Maybe not. Say, Charlie. Say, Charlie. I like that. Call in sick, not out. Just call in quick. Hi, Bobby. Hey, Zep. Dude, Zep. Hey, look, be in touch with me. Reach out to me. If you have my email, reach out to me via email about Chicago. I'm going to try to work it out, Zep. I don't know yet, but probably pretty good chance. But Zep, I got you, man. I'm trying. Okay. I forgot to tell you something. Okay, so I want to show you some records that I picked up recently. All right. Now, William, are you still here, William? William, are you still here? William, I'm calling William. We have 21 minutes to show you. William, if you're still here, this is one of the things that if you go through thrift stores and flea markets and junk sales and people's basements and wherever you go to find used music, physical format stuff, oftentimes, all right, Sir William, right on. Oftentimes, as William probably knows, you'll find things that are the cover. You just look at the cover and go, I don't care what's inside this cover. It's 50 cents or $1 or $2 or whatever. I'm getting it. So I did that the other day. And my plan is that I'm going to put together a bunch of albums that I've found maybe over the last year or two that have these kind of covers that I just bought for the cover and do a video on it. But I want to show you this one because wow, it's very recent. Now dig this. Okay. Simply Mark. Simply Mark. Okay. Simply Mark. Okay. Not only is the Simply Mark cover amazing and very, very minimalist. Okay. But look at the price tag. As advertised, 47 cents. Okay. So this is so great, right? So what I did was today, I was looking at this cover and I was like, okay, I'll mention this on the video. I also want to mention this to Mark Mothersbaugh. So I sent Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo a picture of this. And I said, look, Mark, I know that you wish you thought of this album title and aesthetic before this guy did. And you know what Mark said to me? He said, I'll buy that from you for 10 times as much as you paid for it right now. And I said, I don't know. I'll think about that. I'm going to tell him I paid $100 for it. But anyway, this might go to Mark Mothersbaugh. But anyway, this is one of those things that I have to buy just for the cover. Simply Mark. Mark. Okay, there's Mark. Now, the records I really wanted to show you guys are some discs and of this thing right here. Kami, thank you for being the one person to let me unleash this new arrangement of the Crochet Clown disco lights. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these records in a minute, a bunch of disco records. But I'm going to take the first one off the top, this multi vinyl, 3 or 4 records, 3 records of disco. And I'm going to pick one song off here and I will do a little rendition of it. The Crochet Clown. See the Crochet Clown there? He has his own disco that's going to be activated by this super chat donation. And let me just see here. We did Disco Inferno last week. I'm going to do, remember, turn the beat around. Do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's what we're going to do. Turn the beat around by, who is it? Vicky Sue Robinson. Turn the beat around. Oh, here we go. Crochet Clown Disco, courtesy of Kami. Thank you very much for your donation, Kami. It's so cool. Turn the beat around. Look at that shit. And then put on the special. Turn the beat around. There's so many good disco songs, though. And you can't go wrong with Donna Summer either. Turn the beat around. And then, of course, what else happens during the Crochet Clown Disco? Super chat donation, exploration, whatever. Here we go. Super chat Charlie likes to tantalize you with his light up toilet and his soul stealing eyes. Are you ready? Look at that toilet. Light up, light up, light up, light up. And then your soul's gone. Your soul is gone, Kami. I know you lost it last time you donated to the chat, but any little bit that was left is gone now. And thank you for your service. Now, I'll tell you what. Let me show you. Okay, first of all, there's this disco, great disco album I found recently at a thrift store. 3 album set. All the fucking hits here. But the thing is, Tuxedo Junction does a lot of these. Tuxedo Junction is on there a lot. Anyway, so these disco albums I've been finding, I'm going to try to think of a way, pardon me, to get them to you guys in some way. Maybe a contest, maybe prizes. I don't know. But I feel like I should share my disco wealth with you guys. So I showed you this one last time. This is going to go in the gift pile or the prize pile. A really good copy of Saturday Night Fever. It's a great soundtrack. So beautiful copy of that. That's in the pile to be given away. Now look at this I found recently. This is classical music, but disco versions. Fifth of Beethoven, Rossini's, Rangers, Strauss, Tchaikovsky. It's all disco versions. Classics go disco. Look at that. Classics go disco. And that looks like disco is spelled with a CK, but it's really just a K. Anyway, disco, right? That's going to go to somebody's classical music, disco. Come on. And then look at this. One of my favorites, and I almost kept this for myself, spaced out disco. So this is like, Star Wars, Close Encounters disco stuff. Like amazing vintage stuff here. Now, we can continue on with Discopedia Volume 3. I have yet to get Discopedia Volume 1 and 2 or beyond, but this is good stuff. Look, continuous disco music. Le Freak, Got to Be Real, Bad Luck, Dance Against the Heat. I love the nightlife. I like to boogie on the disco. Yeah. All right. Now this isn't straight up disco, but this is a disco / like Euro disco band, Dolly Dots. This was like early 80s, but they still had a little disco vibe to them. Dolly Dots. Do you wanna, right? Okay. Now, it's one of my favorite disco records in the world. Paul Jabara. Now, not many people know about Paul Jabara, right? But he's got this beautiful red vinyl album, Casablanca. It's not impossible to find, but you don't see it all the time. But it's got this one song. Everything's great. I mean, these are real disco songs that the lyrics are about Studio 54 and partying your ass off. And so this song here called Dance. I think that song has lyrics that go like something like taking a toot up your nose and then everything goes. But there's a line about cocaine in Dance. So that's like a real disco song. And look at that guy. He looks like he's sniffling. He looks like his nose is running right there. His nose is running. Look, his nose is full of cocaine. Look how bloated it is. But this is a really good disco album, I swear. It's one of my favorites. I own several copies of it, but this one's going to be a gift to somebody. And then, of course, we got Village People. It's their non-disco album, but still has a little disco in it. Renaissance. They were trying to get away from disco and go more new wave and punk rock, but still a great disco album. And then this is not a disco album, but it's such a bad cover, I had to show it to you. Look at this. Look at that, guys. Lollipops. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Whoa! See what it did to my camera? Can't trust it. You can't trust it. But thank you, Kami. You've inspired a whole bunch of craziness. God, I've missed so much in the chat since I was running my mouth. Well, Simply Mark. I know, yeah, it's gospel, of course. Yeah, the worst album covers tend to be gospel for whatever reason. I mean, worst best. But we're going to do a video on that guy or on those kind of covers soon. Wow. That was a pretty good one. I got to say, that was a pretty good one. All right, so we have about 12 minutes left. I'm going to bring my friend Joe up here really quick just to say later, because we're not going to do the noise, I guess. So hold on a second. Joe, you ready? You okay to come up? Okay. Yeah, Joe, I just wanted to say thank you for being... Sounds a little Mojo Nixon.
God love Mojo. God bless. Rest in peace.
I saw him at the Milestone Club in Charlotte in the 80s. Little tiny punk club. It was him and Skid Roper with the stand-up bass and the washtub. It was sick. And I think they were selling shirts with the gas station patch on that said Mojo on them. And I think I have one in my attic somewhere. I never wore it, but I think I bought it. Anyway.
Yeah, one of Enigma's finest. Yeah.
Well, he died in the perfect way. Did you hear how he passed away?
No.
He was on a cruise. It was like a country music or a rockabilly cruise or whatever. He had just played a killer show on the cruise, went to sleep, died because he partied all night. Like he stayed up after the show and partied with everybody, closed the bars down, went to sleep and died. I was like, that is perfect, man. That's like perfect.
Yeah.
Like play a cruise, party all night, and then die. What? Now here's the thing. What do they do with a dead body on a cruise? You can't just zip back to the fucking. Did they put it in a freezer or something?
They get an ice sculpture out and just put
They
on
put
the
it
ice
next to a bunch of cold beers.
That's a must be.
I mean, what happens? We have to find out the truth. Anybody have connections to the, the ship that he died on? Because I want to know what they do. Like, how often do people die on cruise ships? And they have to have a plan, right? Does a helicopter come get the body and go away, or does it just sit on the cruise for a week?
I don't know. All I know is that I was unaware of live performances on TV of Debbie Gibson is pregnant with my love child.
Now, here's the thing. That era of Mojo is not my favorite because at that point it just became derivative.
Right.
And Debbie Gibson was the wrong target. Debbie Gibson was the wrong target because, Debbie Gibson was the hippest of all of those teeny bopper, as some people call it, girl singers.
Yeah.
She dated a guy who worked for the Circle Jerks, and she actually recorded a song with the Circle Jerks called I Want to Destroy You during the height of her career. And she performed with the Circle Jerks back then. This is on YouTube. You can search it. She performed with the Circle Jerks this song at a punk rock show and did a stage dive into the crowd and crowd surfed for the first time in her life.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Do you think any
Tiffany?
of those pop chicks? Tiffany would have done well. Tiffany's pretty cool. I saw Tiffany. I didn't think Tiffany was cool for many years, but because she doesn't have perfect pitch, she didn't really write many of her songs. She was just like basically somebody hired.
She's
for
the mall
looks.
queen.
Well, I mean, but see, Debbie Gibson had perfect pitch. She wrote all of her songs. Her mother was her manager. She was pretty straight up fucking entertainer. But now Tiffany was hired for her looks, probably started when she was so young. She just sang other people's songs for the most part. But I saw Tiffany play with her band at the Whiskey in LA early this year or last year. Punk rock. She played punk rock music.
Oh no.
She was in leather. She was ripping out some rock songs, and she was hilarious. She was she was talking about her career between songs and busting some great jokes. She was so funny. I could hang out with her. I could hang out with Tiffany. And I know people who are in her band and says that she's the coolest to the band. Like, if ever the band's on tour and they're all staying in the same Airbnb, she'll cook breakfast for everybody. And she's like,
oh, that's awesome.
I've heard she's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's my story. But I just wanted to thank you for at least coming in and offering to be a part of the noise, but I couldn't get enough people into it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Joe. When are you going to come back to the devotional?
Oh, I'm the gig I got now is like very time consuming.
Yeah, it's hard to get off.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you here, brother.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming by. Now, I guess I'm going to start running this thing down. So maybe if you run next Thursday and we can get the noise started, I would love to.
Deadwax is saying I'm not the same Joe Mage host.
No, he's not on the same. The vices aren't the same tonight. He's not slap happy after a 3 or 4 hour drive or whatever.
It's the cognac. The cognac
I'm gonna,
is
I'll
having.
do a little sip with you. I'll do a little sip with you, and then we'll say goodbye. Hold on. Okay. Joe Machos to your girlfriend.
Cheers. Salute.
Ugh, blood of Jesus. The burps from the blood of Jesus are the best. All right, Joe, we love you, brother. Keep on keeping on. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye, honey. That's so cool he stopped by. Now, I want to tell you. So I did the disco records. I want to tell you. So we have some new Devo merch that I've designed for the May shows. There's a kind of a new tour shirt. It's kind of an old design with tour dates on the back, and then there is maybe a beach towel that we're going to do. that is up in the air right now. If we don't do it for these shows, hopefully we'll do it for the Devo web store. But I've designed a Devo beach towel, and also there's a new Energy Dome themed Devo shirt that I'm trying to get made for the May shows. So, and that's a red shirt, I believe. So anyway, there's different shirts coming. There's a towel and other stuff, and it just depends on how many items these venues let us sell, because you can't just go in and sell however many items you want. You're limited to certain items. 2 music items, 2 wardrobe items, 1 trinket. They're very specific. So we have to figure out what they're going to let us sell. But I've designed enough merchandise to keep everybody happy. I will see you at the Chicago show, Abnorm, for sure. It's going to be good to see you and give you a hug, brother. I can't wait to see you. If you don't play a tune, we're going to death list. If you don't play a tune, you're going on the death list. I've already played a tune, but I'll play another tune. Here we go. See, I just played a hit record for you. I just whipped out a hip record. Nobody whips out a hit record like that. I'm the only person that does that. Wow. Since 2014, 10 years, Abnorm, we're going to party. Miss you, we love you. I think we're going to see you in September, Miss you, right? Anyway, so thanks for being here. Coming up, hopefully, is my anti-scene collection video. I'm really going to try to do my Oingo Boingo collection video, my Village People collection video, and I've got a Dickies update collection video and an anti-scene collection video, all on the schedule. I've just got to get through this eBay work first. And, oh, cool. Hopefully somebody will take that song that I just did live, pull it off the internet, press it on vinyl, and give me a test pressing and a few copies of the retail version of that record. Wanna go Bonago. Music in the house. Who are you? Music in the house. Music in the house. I know I've been trying to do this video for a year or two, but I've got so much Oingo Boingo vinyl. Whew, it's a little daunting, but we're going to do it. I promise, unless death kills me first. And we're going to go now. I'm going to go take a 4-mile walk to downtown Raleigh because I'm old and it's going to be raining Friday and Saturday here. I got to get my exercise, you guys. I got to work off this beer belly. Look at that beer belly. Okay. Hey, Deadwax. Deadwax, you're very kind. I love you, brother. Thanks for showing up. I know as good as last week. Well, next week I'll be sure to wear a winter bra, Deadwax. You guys rule. Everybody try to be last in the chat. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this cassette that I'm going to digitize and post on my channel very soon of a Dickies interview. And we're going to go. But may the rock and roll gods bless you all as they blessed me. And I mean that. From the Crochet Clown, from Super Chat Charlie, from the blackest depths of my heart, and from Satan himself. We'll see you next time. We love you all. Hail rock and roll, and fuck the man. See you guys. Bye.